While Disney movies may be made for kids, they're also made by adults, and the adults behind these movies have been known to hide secret messages and adult jokes in almost all of their films.
You're sort of confusing me.
For this list, we're taking a look at some mature Disney movie moments that kids probably didn't catch. Here are 10 adult moments that Disney snuck into kids' movies. Enjoy this video? Then be sure to subscribe to our channel and join the notification squad to get your hands on brand new ScreenRant videos every day of the week. And before we start, can you guess this movie from these emojis? Stay tuned for the answer at the end of our video. Monsters, Inc. Monsters, Inc. is one of Disney's most inventive movies of all time, and the secret world they created definitely entertained people of all ages. The movie is pretty tame, but when you look back, there is one moment that gets a bit dirty. At one point, Sully and Mike are saved from a blizzard by a Yeti. The Yeti offers the two monsters some snow cones, but the weird part is that these snow cones are yellow.
Snow cone? No, don't worry. It's lemon.
This draws a visibly grossed out look from Mike, clearly implying that the yellow in these desserts is urine. But we're sure Mike wasn't the only one making that connection. Lion King. It's no secret that The Lion King is one of the best movies that Disney has ever made, but what is surprising is how many dirty jokes are actually hidden in the film. It's hard to pick just one, so here are a few. First off, the poster/DVD cover for the film looks a heck of a lot like the backside of a woman in a bikini. Next, there's the famous moment when Simba blows dust into the air, and if you pause at the right time, the dust spells out sex. There's also the oddly sexual moment between Nala and Simba in the jungle that definitely caught some viewers off guard. All in all, Lion King may just be the ruler of the adult jokes hidden in Disney films. A Bug's Life. A Bug's Life is one of Disney Pixar's oldest movies, but that doesn't mean it isn't just as good as the newer films. Along with quality storytelling and some fun characters, the movie also showcases Pixar's famous talent for slipping adult jokes into their kids' films. In one scene from the movie, a bunch of bugs are gathered to watch girl bugs perform. One of the raunchier bugs yells up from the audience to the girl on stage,
Hey, cutie! Wanna pollinate with a real bug?
Pollinate, of course, means to fertilize, so it's pretty easy to understand what the cat-calling bug was getting at here. The Santa Claus. Disney has made a lot of Christmas movies over the years, and one of the best ones has to be 1994's The Santa Claus.
Look! We're flying!
It's okay, I'm used to it. I lived through the 60s. Whoa.
This is clearly a reference to the drug-filled decade that was the 60s, and it is definitely a joke that most kids would have totally missed. We're guessing that more than a few parents, who may or may not have been flying themselves in the 60s, enjoyed this sneaky joke. The Emperor's New Groove. Kronk is probably the best part of The Emperor's New Groove, so it only makes sense that he was at the center of the film's most cleverly placed adult joke.
Oh, I could feel it.
When we see Kronk out camping in a tent that was so small, it's easy to just brush this off as a joke about his size. But once you realize that the tent is strategically placed over his crotch, it becomes pretty clear that Disney is playing off the idea of men pitching a tent in bed. This is one of the studio's cleverest mature moments, and we have to give them full points for execution. Cars 2. While Cars 2 may have not been anywhere near as good as the original movie, it did give the world one of the sneakiest and most risque dirty Disney jokes of all time. In one particular scene from the film, the cars are having a party. What kind of party? Well, a lemon party, of course. If you aren't sure why that is included on our list of adult jokes, that's probably for the best, as lemon party is one thing that you should never Google. Peter Pan. Peter Pan is a classic Disney movie and follows the story of a young flying boy who never wants to grow up. Well, it turns out that the movie actually featured a pretty adult moment that you definitely had to be grown up to catch. Near the beginning of the film, Peter is dancing around in front of his shadow, and if you pause the movie at the right time, you can see that his shadow has his, Peter hanging out. It's a very quick moment that we're guessing slipped by most kids, but when you look back at it, it's quite shocking. Zootopia. While it can be argued that Disney's 2016 movie Zootopia is really just an adult movie in disguise, the majority of the content in the film is kid-friendly. That being said, there are a few moments that are definitely aimed at older audiences.
1,460,000, I think. I mean, I am just a dumb bunny, but we are good at multiplying. Anyway.
While kids may have thought this was just a random math joke, adults in the audience will know that the young bunny is making a reference to the promiscuous nature of her species. The Incredibles. The Incredibles is a pretty great movie, and a safe bet for parents to pop on the TV for their kids without having to worry. That being said, there is one mature moment that may have caught some older viewers off guard. When Mr. Incredible and Elastigirl first meet, there is definitely some sexual tension between the two heroes. What starts out as friendly chatter easily escalates to a more flirtatious encounter.
I think you need to be more flexible.
Are you doing anything later?
I have a previous engagement.
Most kids probably just thought she was talking about gymnastics, but we're guessing the adults in the room had other ideas. Ratatouille. When it comes to great Disney movies, Ratatouille is often overlooked. It really shouldn't be, as it tells a really great story and even manages to sneak in some pretty fun adult jokes. There is a scene in which Linguini is trying to confess to Colette that he's been getting assistance from Remy the rat.
I have this tiny, little...
The words tiny and little prompt Colette to quickly glance down at Linguini's junk with concern, and he instantly is worried that she thinks he has a small package.
I'm gonna show you.
In the end, Colette and Linguini seem to get along just fine, so it looks like there was no cause for concern after all. So there you have it. There's our list of 10 adult moments that Disney snuck into kids' movies. Which one of these mature jokes was your favorite? What other dirty Disney moments have you caught on to? And the answer to the movie emoji is? Did you get the right answer? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe to ScreenRant for more fun videos like this one.